but I would ask the court to appoint him an attorney in the interim.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And again, Mr. Rivera, you heard the conversation. I am appointing you an attorney at this time. You may, of course, always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I'm also setting 2 hearings, the first on November 20th at 8:30 and the next one on November 24th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. All right. At this point, I do need to decide conditions of release. Ms. Gaunt, I have reviewed the state's recommendation in this matter. Do you have anything further you would like to add?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is asking for $1 million cash-only bond, and if Mr. Rivera is able to post that, we'd ask for electronic monitoring along with house arrest. These requests are based on the heinous nature of the offense. This was a domestic violence offense. Mr. Rivera allegedly broke into the victim's home in the middle of the night and shot her in the head. The victim suffered a gunshot wound to her hand, which is consistent with a defensive wound. Unfortunately, the victim did die as a result of the gunshot wound to her head. He entered the bedroom of the victim's mother and attempted to shoot her twice afterwards, but the gun failed to work. The next of kin provided 2 victim statements to the court that indicate the severe emotional trauma that they are going through at this time, given the loss of their daughter. Additionally, we believe that there is a strong weight of the evidence. There was a ballistics match to a firearm that was found in Mr. Rivera's home. We are concerned that he is a significant danger to the community as well as to the surviving victim and the next of kin. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and Mr. Nermer, on behalf of Mr. Rivera.
Thank you, Judge. I just want to point out several inaccuracies in the Form 4. Some are more significant than others, but one is that they indicate that Emillio was found armed with a 9mm when he was arrested. That is not true. When he was arrested yesterday, he was arrested at his brother's house in Buckeye. There were no firearms in the house complete at all, say nothing about on Emillio. So he was not armed when he was arrested. Yes, he was staying at his brother's house. Him and his mother were. They were doing that because his face had been plastered all over the news, his name. So they were staying at his brother's house in Buckeye just to try to avoid that circus. He's not a flight risk as they hypothesize. If he was a flight risk, he wouldn't be in Maricopa County yesterday when they arrested him. He could have been anywhere in the world. They indicate that he was trying to avoid police contact and that he's on release conditions. He's also not on release conditions yesterday. There was no charges filed. He wasn't facing any charges yesterday. So he wasn't on any release conditions either, and they indicate he was. And I say all that because he is not a flight risk. If he was a flight risk, he wouldn't be standing there right now. He would have been a long ways from here. So I would ask the court, he is a young man, never been in trouble in his life. I would ask the court to set a reasonable bond.
Thank you. All right. Having heard the arguments of counsel, I am in this case very concerned with community safety risk given the crime for which I did find probable cause. As a result, I do believe that $1 million cash-only bond is appropriate in this case, and I am setting $1 million cash-only appearance bond. In the event that Mr. Rivera is able to post that bond and secure his release, he would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring with house arrest. He's not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. He is not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. He would also need to obey the terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that may be issued against him. All right. With that, we will have that, get that printed up if we could. Jacqueline, can we reprint that, please? Yes. Okay, so we are printing that for you. Mr. Rivera, anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, anything further from you, Mr. Nirmer?
Just thank you for allowing me to appear virtually, nothing else.
All right, thank you so much. All right, Mr. Rivera, go ahead, step to the left. Officers we'll get your paperwork. We're reprinting it right now.
And
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I intended to appear for number 14, which is at the end of the calendar. Would the court prefer if I leave and come back for that?
So, and Ms. Gaunt, because of the nature of those charges is why I moved it, honestly not to inconvenience you.
Oh, I understand.
So if you would like to leave, we can send you, I think you're in
the building, yes.
Okay. We can go ahead and send you an email as we get closer to that.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, Andrianette Arvizo, please, and then Joshua Wardlow. All right, Ms. Arvizo, go ahead, state your name.
Andrianette Arvizo.
And Ms. Arvizo, what is your date of birth?
3986.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here this afternoon because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, taking contraband into a correctional facility, a Class 5 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30, November 21st at 1:30 p.m., and November 24th at 8:30. All of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Because you were on release in your case CR 2025-137212 on the date of offense for your new charges, I am holding you non-bondable in your new charges. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officers will have your paperwork for you. All right, Joshua Wardlow, please, and then Tyrone Ray. All right, Mr. Wardlow, go ahead, state your name.
Joshua Wardlow.
And Mr. Wardlow, what is your date of birth?
11/29/2002.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here this afternoon. Hold on, give me just a second. Because you were arrested on charges of aggravated assault, assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a Class 3 felony, and 3 counts of disorderly conduct fighting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. So I'm not appointing you an attorney this afternoon. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim. You are not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you currently reside with any alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork. Tyrone Ray, please. All right, Mr. Ray, go ahead, state your name.
Tyrone Ray,
And Mr. Ray, what is your date of birth?
4/26/1980.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of, 2 counts of unlawful flight from law enforcement, both of those Class 5 felony, 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 5 felony, 1 count of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony, assault, 1 count of assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, 4 counts of disorderly conduct fighting, all Class 1 misdemeanors, 1 count of leaving the scene of an accident, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 20th and November 24th, both at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $15,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including alcohol and drug testing, as well as electronic monitoring. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim or complainant or witness. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. You may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you presently reside with any alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence. All right, go ahead.
Is there something, can I say?
Yes, sir.
I just respectfully ask the court consider like pretrial services. I'd like to hire my own attorney. I feel that I have a better chance with this case, and with the bond set so high, I don't think I could fulfill that opportunity that I have.
You are. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. In this case, given the damage that you are alleged to have caused, as well as your flight from law enforcement, I think a bond is appropriate, and I think a sizable bond is appropriate.
Can I say one more thing? I think it's a high importance for me to go reconnect with my behavioral health provider, and I feel that's an higher importance. I also have a job that I just obtained of plant operations for a healthcare facility, so I conduct fire drills. I keep the whole building safe for the patients and stuff. I would like time to get out and adjust plans, and these are serious allegations that I'm facing, and I feel that I might have to prepare myself, and I don't have the money, the funds. I would gladly, I've done the pretrial services before. I can submit the alcohol testing, drug testing. I will show proof that I contacted my behavioral health and reconnected and started my programming again. I think that's the high importance right now, rather than being put and housed. And I don't think I can come up with that money for a bond.
Okay. So again, as you stated, these are very serious allegations. And these allegations that I found probable cause for placed the victims at risk and placed the community at risk. As a result, I am setting that bond at $15,000 secured. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. Patrick Brandon, please, and then Joseph Cashman. All right, Mr. Brandon, go ahead, state your name.
Patrick Brandon.
And Mr. Brandon, what is your date of birth?
10/27/95.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of a dangerous drug, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and taking contraband into a correctional facility, a Class 2 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those. You are also charged with possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. Based on the limited information that I have in front of me this afternoon, I am not finding probable cause for that violation. However, I am letting you know that that violation is not necessarily dismissed, and charges may nevertheless be filed for that one. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. On your new charges, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. All right, you are also here because the Santan Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. It's a post-adjudication warrant based upon your failure to pay in that matter stemming from a May 6, 2025 charge of disobeying a court order. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney for limited representation regarding the bond issue only because I am setting a $50 secured appearance bond in that matter. I'm also setting a hearing in the Santan Justice Court on November 19th at 8:30 in the morning. All right, officers have your paperwork for both matters. If you go ahead, step to the left, she'll give it to you.
Okay. Am I getting released today?
So on your new charges, I have set a $2,500 secured appearance bond, and on your justice court case, I have set a $50 secured appearance bond. In the event you are able to post those bonds, then you would be able to be released.
Okay, I'm homeless. I don't have any money.
Okay. Well, if you're still in custody, you will be transported to your Maricopa County hearing, and officers should be able to arrange for you to attend that Santan Justice Court hearing at least remotely. Okay.
All right.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Joseph Cashman, please, and then Sierra Owens. All right, sir. Okay. All right, sir, you were arrested yesterday on charges of criminal damage, a Class 6 felony, and disorderly conduct involving weapons or dangerous instruments, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you may not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged complainant or witness. You may not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. All right? Go ahead, step to left. Officer has your paperwork for you. All right, Sierra Owens, please, and then Brandon Papp. All right, Ms. Owens, go ahead, state your name.
Sierra Owens.
And Ms. Owens, what is your date of birth?
040201.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in your matter CR 2025-110672. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on November 25th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event that you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you need to go to your hearings or another warrant may issue for your arrest.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
I showed up to my court date, but the front lady, the girl told me in the front that they moved my court date to the 4th, so that's why I left.
Okay, so...
And I had contact with my attorney the entire time. She told me to come in and do a walk-in to quash my warrant, and I did. I went to the Javelina court, and they said I will still have a warrant until I get another court date. I've been going to all my courts. I haven't left at all. Like, I haven't not showed up. I've been like complied and everything.
All right, and I understand that. Based on the information that I have in front of me, though, I'm going to go ahead and leave that bond set at $1,000. Okay, secured appearance. All right, go ahead. Step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Brandon Papp, please, and then Richard Garcia. All right, Ms. Papp, go ahead, state your name.
Brandon Papp.
And Mr. Papp, what is your date of birth?
12/1/75.
Thank you. All right. Sir, you are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2023-120190 and CR 2025-109393. In both of those cases, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those cases, I am setting hearings on November 21st at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 23 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. In your 25 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on intensive probation services, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Richard Garcia, please, and then Alton Pyburn.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Richard Garcia,
All right, and Mr. Garcia, what is your date of birth?
10180.
All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney, so I am not appointing you an attorney this afternoon. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you do need to go to your hearings or another warrant may issue for your arrest, and you are not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription.
So am I not getting released today?
I know, I am setting a $750 secured appearance bond.
So how much do I have to pay total?
So it is a secured appearance bond, so you can work with a bond company to post that. If a bond company is agreeable to work with you on this matter, they typically charge about 10%, but it depends on the bond company and it depends on you. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have.
There's no way I can get out without a bond, ma'am?
No, I'm setting a bond.
Why?
Why am I am setting a bond because. Give me just a second.
If it's just a drug charge, why am I getting a bond there?
I am setting a bond. So I did review your criminal history, and I did see that you have some fairly recent felony convictions. Hold on. Yeah, I am setting a bond because of you have a history of felony convictions.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing that?
So I did find probable cause for the offenses for the drug offenses. That is the reason I am setting a bond in your case. Go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. Alton Pyburn, please.
Hello, Alton Pyburn, 12586.
All right, sir. You are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest because you failed to appear in your case, CR 2025-119030. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. I am setting a hearing on November 21st at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you do need to go to your hearing. All right?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork. All right, Benjamin Garcia, please. All right, Mr. Garcia, go ahead, state your name.
Ben Garcia,
And Mr. Garcia, what is your date of birth?
10/14/84.
All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case, CR 2025-114478. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 21st at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay, but do I have to stay in jail here, or just go to court?
So,
Because I got hit in the head a while ago, so I tried to go, but things are stopped up at the office.
okay.
They left a card for me to call them, but it's hard for me to get in contact with them. I thought my case manager was going to help me. My case manager didn't help me with that.
All right.
So I am trying to contact my probation.
Okay.
It was only a couple days.
Looking at the.
So I got hit in the head with the ice pick, so it stabbed me in the head with the ice pick. I'm waiting for brain surgery.
Okay.
So they're supposed to be a little cooperative with me, and so I'm a little confused right now on why if I get in trouble, I don't.
Okay. All right, so I'm looking at the petition to revoke your probation. It looks like you failed to contact the probation officer within 72 hours of your release from incarceration last time.
Yeah.
And you've also allegedly failed to provide them with a current address, and you did not maintain contact with your probation officer. So showing up and doing the things that you should be doing under your probation, it looks like you don't have a great track record of that, which is why I'm going to go.
I just recently got hit in the head with the ice pick, so I'm trying to do it.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and set that $100 secured appearance bond. Okay, so if you
I can't pay a bond though. I haven't even got my access money turned back on, my checks turned back on.
Okay.
And I'm trying to contact him, but I couldn't get a hold of him for 2 days, and that was it. I guess that was 3 days ago.
Okay. All right, sir. I understand, and it sounds like you have had some struggles. However, in view of your history of not reporting when you need to report, I am going to leave that $100 secured appearance bond set in this case. Go ahead, step to the left. Officer has your paperwork.
Do I have to go to jail for this?
So you will be.
Or do I just have to contact the probation office within 72 hours?
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay. So
am I going to jail?
You will be in custody unless at least until November 21st, which is your next hearing, unless you're able to post that $100 secured appearance bond. Okay.
I can have somebody pay it.
Okay. Then you
but
would be able
I don't know how to contact him.
Okay. So go ahead.
I'm getting arrested. Okay.
So
I'm just asking if I'm getting arrested right now or not.
Okay.
Because I don't want to have to go to jail. I just want to have to contact I'll contact my probation. I'm just having difficulty because I got hit in the head with an ice pick.
Okay.
It's a stabbing like a screwdriver.
I understand. So you are being seen in initial appearance court right now, and
I can't be released. I have to go to jail now?
I'm setting the bond. Officers are going to give you your paperwork and help you out.
It's just been something another defendant that expired on
Okay.
No, be quiet, there's those people going to.
Is it, what, I'm sorry, it's what? Yeah, that's fine. Will you just put them at the bottom? Okay. All right, Trouble Andrews, please, and then Miguel Murillo, please. All right, Mr. Andrews, go ahead, state your name.
Rivera Andrews,
And Mr. Andrews, what is your date of birth?
March 28, 2005.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because you were arrested earlier today on charges of resisting arrest, risking physical injury, a Class 6 felony, liquor, person under 21, possessing liquor, a person under 21, Class 1 misdemeanor, false reporting to law enforcement, a Class 1 misdemeanor, obstructing, refusing to giving true name, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and criminal trespass, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information that you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney, so I'm not appointing you an attorney this afternoon. You may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Can I explain a little bit? Is that okay?
Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's get to the end, and then if you want to explain, you still have questions, then we can talk about it, okay? So at this point, I'm setting the hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes.
Based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance. However, you will be subject to certain release conditions, including alcohol and drug testing. And you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, you're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and you are not to possess or consume any alcohol. All right, now do you have any questions?
Yeah, can I just, so I'm here like on vacation for the week, and I heard about like a party that was going on, so I arrived to the scene and saw there was police officers and activity, so my first instinct was to just get away from that and run, which I see was a mistake. And so they arrested me. They said I was resisting arrest. I was completely still. And they said I was obstructing justice because I was interfering with the crime, interfering with the investigation. And I asked the officer, how am I interfering with the crime if I'm fleeing, like if I'm trying to escape? And he had no answer for me, so.
Okay. So part of your release conditions is that you remain in Arizona. So your first hearing is on November 26th. It is possible for me to set like a $50 secured appearance bond in your case, and that will put your first hearing on November 20th. And you can talk to the judge at that point about whether or not it is appropriate.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. All right, so I am, as we discussed, setting that $50 secured appearance bond. You will still be subject to alcohol and drug testing. We'll set that up through pretrial services. You'll get an envelope when you leave the courtroom today from the officer with that information. All right, we do need to reprint that for Mr. Andrews. All right, officer should have that paperwork for you if you want to go ahead and step to the left. Right there.
Come on this way, woman. So you go ahead and take a seat outside, right? The envelope's yours.
All right, David Smalls, please. Oops, I'm sorry, I skipped over Miguel Murillo and then David Smalls. All right, Mr. Murillo, go ahead, say your name.
Miguel Chavez Murillo.
Mr. Chavez Murillo, what is your date of birth?
April 2nd, 2006.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of a weapon in a drug offense, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Failure to admit carrying a deadly weapon, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and carrying a deadly weapon, person under 21 years of age, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yeah.
Okay, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance. I am requiring that you do register with pretrial services. Pretrial services will conduct alcohol and drug testing. You are not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. All right, go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork. David Smalls, please, and then Frank Torres. Right there, sir. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
David Smalls,
And Mr. Smalls, what is your date of birth?
5876.
All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
If they're not in the Mesa Drive courthouse, I will not. I have no way to get around, Judge. They just took my vehicle after being homeless and living in the vehicle for over a year due to a bogus domestic violence charge from a non-U.S. Canadian citizen. I've been going through this for over a year.
Okay.
I have another charge similar to the one we're speaking of today, no less than a week ago. I'm supposed to go through the pretrial services for that, and I'm not even getting a chance to do so because they arrest me every other week on bogus charges.
Okay. So, here's the thing. I am willing to release you today on your own recognizance to pretrial services, as you seem to be familiar with pretrial services. So you know that pretrial services will do things like give you bus passes if you need bus passes to get to the hearing. Now, if you're telling me I'm not going to go to that hearing, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bond.
I understand, but ma'am, I'm telling you simply the truth. I cannot make it around the county or Phoenix, Arizona as a whole for small court dates. Why can't I be put in the court date where I'm located? Mesa Drive Court is right there. That's where I'm located. I've been arrested there 6 times. I've been arrested. I've been in this jail 6 times in less than a year over a bogus domestic violence charge that I do not commit due to a non-U.S. citizen. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? That's how I got here to begin with. So now here we go with different charges. They took my vehicle. I was living in the vehicle for over a year. They just took my vehicle. How do I get my vehicle back? I don't. I have no money or any kind of funds to get the vehicle back. So now I'm sleeping in the dirt, but now I have to pay fines and do what you must because you guys are going to keep doing what you must, and so am I.
All right, sir. All right, as I said, I'm appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on, we're going to need to reprint this, on November 20th at 8:30. Signature? Sorry.
Why was I already appointed an attorney from day one?
Okay. Setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750.
Why would you do that?
Because you just told me, sir, that you would not appear at this hearing if I released you to pretrial services.
I can't afford to get anywhere is what I told you. And then you're going to give me a $700 bond? Do what you must.
All right. All right. So we're going to get your paperwork to you. Go ahead, have a seat, and we'll get that brought out to you, okay?
Thank you. That makes a lot of sense.
Frank Torres, please. All right, Mr. Torres, go ahead, state your name.
Frank Torres.
And Mr. Torres, what is your date of birth?
May 15th, 1987.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of theft of a means of transportation, a Class 3 felony. Did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Will you go to those?
Yes.
And based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you today on your own recognizance. I am requiring that you register with pretrial services. Pretrial services will do things like remind you of your upcoming hearing dates, and they can give you bus passes if you need bus passes, okay? You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. Kyle Green, please, and then Raymond Round. All right, Mr. Green, go ahead, state your name.
Kyle Green,
All right, Mr. Green. What is your date of birth?
12/8/86.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to that?
Yep.
All right, then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance. You do need to go to your hearings. If you do not go to your hearings, another warrant may issue for your arrest. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. Raymond Round, please.
Can I get a reconsideration on bond? Hello.
No. You already seen the judgment.
All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Raymond Round,
And Mr. Round, what is your date of birth?
2/19/1990.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the, hold on, Apache Junction Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest. This is stemming out of a DUI charge. And have you, and I'm just asking procedural, you do not have to answer my question. Have you already been seen on these charges?
No,
Okay.
I didn't get anything from them
Okay.
because it was supposed to be a suspicion of DUI charge, and that was the last I heard.
Okay. So, all right, give me just a second. Okay. Okay. All right. So, based upon your statement to me that you have not yet been seen on these charges, I am indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be in the Apache Junction Justice Court on November 19th at 8:30 a.m. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then, based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance. We did need to reprint the paperwork, but you can't do it unless I sign it, right? Okay.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you for the information. Didn't change what I did, but it changed whether or not I was indicating that an attorney should be appointed for you. All right, Craig Allgood, please. And then Michael McKelvey. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Craig Lee Allgood,
Mr. Allgood, what is your date of birth?
10/15/1989.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of disobeying a court order. The Form 4 alleges that it was an order of protection. In this matter, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this afternoon. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 3rd at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
And based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. You may not have any contact with the alleged victim, and you need to obey the terms of the order of protection that has been issued.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I never knew it was papers put on me. And then this last time, the neighbors had called in a different area, and that's when they told me. But she told me she got everything wiped out.
Okay. So
she just moved last night, so I helped her with my kids move into the new house. I just wake up in the morning, nothing happened. I don't understand what happened.
Okay, sir. So Form 4 alleges that there is an order of protection, which it is also alleged that you violated. Based upon your promise to appear, I am releasing you on your own recognizance. That hearing date is December 3rd at 1 p.m. This is all stuff you can tell the judge at 1 p.m. when you see that judge in the Goodyear Municipal Court, okay?
Okay. She's going to get that off. So if I handle that before court, I just take that to court when I go?
So I can't provide you with legal advice.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork for you. All right. Ms. Gaunt, can I do two real quick, or do you want to move to your okay. I'll let you get situated, maybe. All right. All right. Michael McKelvey, please, and then Edward Novak. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Michael McKelvey.
And Mr. McKelvey, what is your date of birth?
1987.
All right, sir, you were you are here because the Goodyear Municipal Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in their matter, CM 2024-00293. In that matter, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this afternoon. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 3rd at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance. Go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork.
Yes.
All right, Edward Novak, please, and then Mayshawn Adams. All right, Mr. Novak, go ahead, state your name.
Edward James Novak.
And Mr. Novak, what is your date of birth?
September 19th, 1991.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Novak, you are here this afternoon because the Santan Justice Court issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in their matter stemming out of a May 28, 2025 charge of driving with a suspended or revoked license, exceeding the posted speed, and failing to stop at police command. In that matter, you are not entitled to have me appoint an attorney for you this afternoon. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on December 2nd at 9 a.m. in the Santan Justice Court.
I do have something to add. The day that I had that court date, I was actually at Gilbert Municipal taking care of a warrant, and I got stuck down there all day.
Okay, so let me get to the end, and then if you still have questions, then we can talk about it, okay? All right, I am setting a hearing on December 2nd at 9 a.m. in the Santan Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions?
I do, actually.
Okay.
Last Thursday, I was at court in Gilbert Municipal. Nobody notified me that I had an outstanding warrant. I've been going to court for like months since I got arrested for this, for my Gilbert stuff. I notified Santan Justice that day that I got stuck down taking care of a warrant, which was why I got picked up originally. And the woman explained to me that I could either come back in on the following Tuesday, which would have been a week later, or I could put in a motion for requesting a new hearing. I never got an email. I don't think Maricopa County sends out emails for sending out motions. I don't think a motion ever got put in.
Okay, so all of
I've
this
been trying to take care of
information is stuff that you can talk to the Santan Justice Court about when you see them on December 2nd.
I'm trying to apologize because I was trying to avoid
Oh.
this, and it still went this way out. My intentions.
So again, I'm just seeing you on the warrant. You can, and I'm not Santan Justice Court. So you can talk to Santan Justice Court when you see them on December 2nd, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left.
Oh, wait, I can't go that court date.
So I can't change it. It is.
Well, I have another court date in Gilbert that same day.
Okay. So, in which case you need to work with Santan Justice Court about that because I can't adjust that hearing.
Like literally just gave me the court date.
Okay, go ahead, step to the left. And Ms. Gaunt, I apologize for this. I did get 2 additional matters put on the calendar because we need to clear before Mr. Adams. I'm going to do those two matters. All right. We should have Joseph Collins and Catherine Williams along with Mr. Adams left. All right, Joseph Collins, please. And then Renee Brown. All right, Mr. Collins, go ahead, state your name.
Joseph Emillio Collins.
And Mr. Collins, what is your date of birth?
11/23/1990.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2025-108273. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on a hearing on November 20th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $1,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you do need to go to your hearing. If you do not, another warrant may issue for your arrest. All right, we are printing your paperwork. If you go ahead, have a seat, or the officer should actually have that for you right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Renee Brown, please.
Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine Williams. I got mixed up. I'm sorry. Do we have Miss Williams?
The only two that I have left is Mayshawn Adams and Renee Brown, but Renee Brown's a house.
So Catherine was literally just, we were accepted her like last minute while we were here.
What's the name?
Catherine Williams.
Martinez, dos seconds. Yeah, Catherine Williams. This is that is bias. I mean, I'm right. Can you send it straight all the way down? I'm at on my right side. You go to that for a grab bottom, please.
No, Catherine Williams.
Catherine Williams.
No, I feel like I was eavesdropping.
Did I see it now?
No, no, I think I'm the one that mixed him up. All right, we do have one house call this afternoon. Our house call is Renee Brown. Ms. Brown's date of birth is December 20th of 1995. Ms. Brown was arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing her an attorney. My intention is to release Ms. Brown to pretrial services. So at this time, I am setting hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. If anything changes after I talk to Ms. Brown in jail, I will update my written orders in this case. All right, Catherine Williams. Go ahead.
At this point, right, okay?
All right, Ms. Williams, since you weren't here in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and let you know you do have the, I'm Commissioner Campbell. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say could be used against you. You are here this afternoon because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest on a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about January 22nd, 2024, you committed the following offenses: possession or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of that, and 1 count of possession or use of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on November 26th at 8:30 and December 4th at 8:30. Will you go to those?
Yes, I will. I'll be there.
Okay.
I have transportation at the moment.
Perfect. All right. Then based upon your promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release you this afternoon on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. All right.
I've been clean for over a year.
All right. Well, now yeah, you have it. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, she has another hold for Tempe. She has that court date on the 24th.
She's remanded from Tempe Court.
She's what?
Remanded from Tempe Court on a $150 bond.
Okay. So is she going to be in custody anyway?
Yeah, she has the matter already staying in custody.
All right. So hold on just a second. All right. So it's your choice. I can put a $50 secured appearance bond on your Maricopa County matter and attempt to give you credit for time in custody, or I can release you on your own recognizance. Do you have a preference?
Can I get released on my own recognizance? Yep. I have a 3-month-old.
Well, you're still going to be in custody on the Tempe matter.
Unless I make the 150 bond?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's no way I could walk out of here today?
I have no control over Tempe. I mean, my intention in your case was to release you on your own recognizance in your Maricopa County matter, but if I put a bond on it, it's possible for you to get credit for time in custody on this matter.
All right.
So $50 bond, no $50 bond.
So,
okay, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to release her on her own recognizance on this matter, and then she can deal with Tempe however she wants to deal with Tempe, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left. All right, Ms. Sean Adams, please. All right, Mr. Adams, go ahead, state your name.
Mason Adams.
And Mr. Adams, what is your date of birth?
08152005.
All right, sir, you are here this afternoon because you were arrested earlier today on sex trafficking by deception or coercion, a Class 2 felony, illegal control of an enterprise, a Class 3 felony, inducement to prostitution, a Class 5 felony, and receiving earnings of a prostitute, a Class 5 felony. Based upon the information in the Form 4, I am inclined to find probable cause. Ms. Gaunt, I am sorry, I did not ask you for your appearance. I will do that now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke, on behalf of the state.
Thank you. And as I mentioned, I am inclined to find probable cause based upon the information in the Form 4. Do you have anything to add?
Not as to probable cause, no, Your Honor.
All right. I am finding probable cause with regard to the charges that I read. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on November 20th at 8:30 and November 24th at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I must now determine conditions of release. Ms. Gaunt, would you like to be heard?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's asking for a $150,000 cash-only bond, and if Mr. Adams is able to post that, we ask for electronic monitoring. He allegedly forced or coerced the victim into engaging in prostitution. He allegedly threatened the victim, and she has expressed great fear if he was to be released. The Form 4 indicates that she was crying throughout her interview with law enforcement. Additionally, law enforcement believes he may have additional unidentified victims. There is a strong weight of the evidence that there is cell phone data. We are concerned that he may also have access to large sums of currency obtained from prostitution that he could use to flee the jurisdiction. Additionally, if convicted on these charges, he is facing a mandatory life sentence for the sex trafficking count. We do recognize he doesn't appear to have any prior criminal history. However, we are concerned that he's a significant danger to the victim as well as to the community as a whole. Thank you.
All right. Having heard the argument from the state as well as read the state's recommendation in this matter, I do believe that the bond as recommended by the state is appropriate, and I am setting a $150,000 cash-only appearance bond in this matter. In the event, Mr. Adams, you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to electronic monitoring. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no alcohol. Full release conditions are in your paperwork, which officers should have for you. So if you want to go ahead, step to the left, officers will have that.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
As far as the $150,000 bond, is that like the full $150,000?
Yes, it's cash only.
The full $150,000?
Cash only. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Yes, thank you for your appearance. We have one final matter this afternoon. Crystal Hosky, whose date of birth is November 18th of 1995. Ms. Hosky is not able to be with us this afternoon because she is continuing to receive medical care. This matter was moved, is being moved to later calendars to allow Ms. Hosky time for her medical condition to improve sufficiently to participate in this hearing. All right. That does, in fact, bring us to the end of our 2 p.m. initial appearance hearing calendar, and we're going to stand adjourned until 5.